Hey, Lindsay Banks here, channeler and intuitive. And today I am sharing Winston Churchill's truths about World War II. Now, if you've been following my channel for a while, you may already have seen the video that I made around Winston Churchill giving me information and basically sending me on this guided tour, if you like, to 1666 in the Great Fire of London through to World War II initially, and sharing some of his truths with me about what happened during that time. So last week I was teaching an intuitive development circle, and he came through again to share some more information. So this is what Winston Churchill said. And just in case you're wondering, why on earth is Winston Churchill coming through? My feeling is that he wants to clear his own karma, and he also wants to support those of us around the world who are waking up, or whatever you want to say, and can see beyond some of the stuff which is being portrayed. So here we go. So in the meditation that I did, he gave me a black obsidian crystal ball, and literally all he said was leadership, rally the troops. So I thought I would sit and ask him what else he wanted to share. So this is Winston Churchill's thoughts. It is time, Lindsay. He sat down facing me in his chair. Time for what? To come together and rise. There are lots of disparate groups right now. It's a pity you don't have, like, the National Guard anymore, or you could all join that. I know you all want to do something, and you all are. Creating the connections and building the networks you will need. Remember, Lindsay, that it is currently a few at the top making decisions for millions of people. Switch it around. The millions make the decisions. When I was Prime Minister, there were difficult decisions I had to make, but make them I did. And now it is your turn. The decisions may feel difficult, but they are there for you. So then I see Winston walking around, and he's waving his cane in the air. World War II was created so a new industry could be. Weapons would become commonplace to give to men to fight, to utilise against each other. Before World War II, the weapon market wasn't that big. Think about guns in America. The market is huge. A way of channeling money and energy into the dark side. A way for the UK and developed countries to have the weapons to use to get what they wanted. The oil. Billions of money. It created jobs for people, gave them something to do, and take them away from their everyday lives. We needed to traumatise people en masse so the effects would be felt generationally. Why? I asked him. When one person is traumatised and doesn't know what to do with it, it affects their children, then their children, until someone decides to break the chain. This is your generation, Lindsay. You are all here at this time to break these generational curses instilled during World War II. And I said, okay, so who was we? And he gets really exasperated with me. The corporation, Lindsay. It is all part of their greater plan. They knew who they needed to execute their plan and put us all into position. So I asked him, did you know who you were working for at the time? He says, I didn't know the extent of what the corporation was or what it did. I was privy to some information, and to be honest, it was only when I became Prime Minister that I found out more. By then it was too late. I had no choice but to do what was ahead of me. I couldn't just leave, and it felt as if I couldn't stand up to them. I was a coward, really. I've been made out to be courageous all these years, but I wasn't. They told me what to say and what to do. It is time to make my own peace with the world, which is why I am sharing my story with you, Lindsay, as I know you will share it. So then I asked him, did you have other lives? And he laughs. Oh yes, don't we all? I currently reside soul side, but my mission now is to work with the leaders of light to inspire and show them the way. It is no coincidence you are on this page, Lindsay. You are guiding others with your light as others are. As the old begins to collapse and wear away, you are creating the new ways of living. There will still be ups and downs, but the darkness cannot penetrate these spaces as there is too much light. So in my journal on the page at the very bottom it says, outdated systems and structures are being replaced by a new vision for humanity. So I will leave you with Winston Churchill's words. this week I did share in my Mercury retrograde video about truths coming to light and looking from different perspectives. So my feeling is that, like Winston Churchill and all the others who have come through to me over this past year, they're sharing their truths for us to know what actually happened during certain times. And I mentioned this in my Mercury retrograde video, that, you know, when we read a book about history, sometimes it isn't necessarily written about the person who was actually there. They may just be sharing someone else's perspective and someone else's experience. Okay, so if Winston comes back and wants to share some more stuff, I will be sharing it with you guys. So for now, I leave you with my love. Namaste.